Hi Capricorn, my name is Violet Twilight, and I am here to bring you tarot guidance messages from Spirit for the week of April 1st through April 14th. Thank you for joining me, and if you have come here again, you've seen some of my other videos, thank you so much for coming back again. I really appreciate it. So this is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers, and I am just going to let you know that if this reading does not resonate with you, you can check your moon and rising sign, or you can also check this reading again later after April 1st through 15th, and then maybe you will look over past events and see that it did actually make sense with your life. Now, if you don't know your moon or rising sign, you can always go to Google and type in calculate my moon or rising sign, and you will get a bunch of different links. I personally like Astrosofa's moon and rising sign calculator. They give you your whole chart underneath and everything. And of course, I'm not sponsored by Astrosofa. I just really like their platform. So getting started, I actually already shuffled the cards to my Precious Gems Oracle cards. I actually did like half of your reading when I realized that my camera wasn't on. So I'm just going to start over. And, but I am going to keep this card because it is actually a card of Capricorn. This is the Star Sapphire. And this deck is the Precious Gems Oracle deck by Maxine Gadd. So each card resonates with a different gemstone or crystal. And the Star Sapphire is actually cut in a way that there is a star. In certain light, you can see the star here. These 6 points here. Okay? And the 3 lines that cross represent faith, hope, and destiny, okay? And it is the card of Capricorn. It is also the card of Sagittarius, all right? So this is perfect for you. This really, when this came out and I saw this card for Capricorn, I was so moved. This is a number 33, which for all you numerologists out there, you know that this is a intense master number here, okay? So this is a very important card and it represents peace. So some of you are seeking peace right now and it is going to come to you. Some of you are already resonating in an energy of peace. Some of you are vibrating in an energy of peace right now. You know, it is so important, especially since right after this retrograde, which I know was pretty intense for a lot of people, it is so important to try and find time for peace, okay? Especially for Capricorns who are notorious for working so hard, all right? And I'm so proud of you Capricorns for doing that, okay? Being these hard workers and really intense, diligent workers. But, you know, you need peace in your lives too, okay? So what we're going to do is, and this also has to do with not giving in to any sort of negative vibrations, not indulging in gossip and, you know, slander and all this basic stuff. No basic energies here in order to achieve this true peace, this master number 33, okay, vibrating on a higher plane. You cannot be indulging in these lower vibrational energies, okay, Capricorn? It's not going to work if... I'm not going to take that card. If you're not living in an air of peace already, if you're not attracting peace to yourself, there will not be peace coming to you, okay? At least not in the easy way. But right now, with this card coming out, it's telling me that it is on your way to you. Peace of mind, a calm body. That's a wonderful card to receive. Okay, so let's cut this deck. I want to cut it. Oh my goodness. I have been having problems cutting the deck today. I'll cut it there and I'll cut it there. I'll put that on the bottom and I'll put this on the top. So the Knight of Pentacles is on the bottom. So to me, that means someone who has been working very patiently and diligently to get somewhere, okay? Stable. So we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Six of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Magician. All right, Capricorn. So what I'm seeing here is that some of you are really needing this piece, okay? While others of you are working, already working toward it. So what these cards are telling me here, these 3 cards represent the first week of April, okay? But these can also be read all together. How I'm reading them is the first week of April and the second week of April, okay? But these times, you know, are different in the physical world than in the spirit world. So when you're asking for specific times, you really have to kind of take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, a lot of times it does work out because, you know, we're asking spirits for specific times, but this is also general. It's for whoever is watching this. A lot of different people with different situations can watch this. So the times don't always necessarily play out the same for everyone. Now, in saying that, in this first week of April, what I'm seeing is that there is a lot of positivity surrounding you. You might be in your head about some things. You might be daydreaming a lot, experiencing a lot of wishing you were somewhere else or wishing you were doing something else. But there is also an energy of passion and a lot of emotion, positive emotion around you right now. Okay? The Knight of Wands is somebody who goes out and, you know, takes what they want. The Knight of Wands rushes out, not necessarily like the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords rushes out in like a very intense, like headlong, I'm going to do what I have to do no matter what. The Knight of Wands rushes out with a more jovial attitude, more like, you know, I'm going to get what I want. Not necessarily like by any means necessary, but just like with the passion of I will get what I want by doing what I have to do. Okay. So, you know, this is showing me that you've been working hard on something. This Knight of Pentacles here on the bottom is also showing me that you've been very diligent working on something. And maybe that is driving you to be in your head a little bit more. These are very emotional cards here. So something has you in your emotions right now. And I think this second week here, you can't let your emotions get the best of you. This is a very positive card. The Queen of Cups is very stable in her emotions. The Seven of Cups is not very stable in their emotions. The Seven of Cups is all about fantasy, imagination, and possibly even like fantastical thinking, which can lead to this sort of situation that we have here in week 2. In week 2 here, we have the Six of Swords, which is about leaving something behind. It's about having to move on from something. It's about putting an end to something, basically. You see that these swords are left behind here. 2 of them are even fallen over, and 1 of them is completely flat on the ground. They've been left behind. Some of you might be traveling away somewhere, but this is really about, and you know, there's some sadness that comes with leaving things behind. This 5 of Swords is a feeling of loss here. It's a feeling of knowing what has to happen, but just feeling so bad about it. And what I do think is a positive, though, is that there's the Magician here at the end. So these 3 cards together are telling me that something is happening in the beginning of April for some of you. You are having to leave something behind, or you're having to make a difficult decision to leave something behind. Something is really hurting you. Something's stressing you out. It's taking away from this air of peace, okay, that you are trying to cultivate with this Knight of Wands, this Queen of Cups energy, and possibly even these daydreams that you're having to give you more peace in your life, okay? Something is working against that. But with the Magician at the end, it's just confirming that you can manifest this peace as soon as you move on from whatever it is that's holding you back, from whatever it is that's making you so upset. As soon as you move on from that, peace will come in, okay? Emotional stability will maintain itself. Let's get some cards for clarity, Capricorn. Whatever is bothering you, Whatever is holding you back in the beginning of April, do not let it do so. Okay? Life is too short to be held back by negative emotions or negative people. And the Peace card was also talking about how you cannot vibrate in these lower energies. Okay? If people are gossiping, if people are, just being terrible people, if people are wanting to confront you about things that they have no business confronting you about, if people are just being really rude and negative to you, just get away from them. Get as far away from them as possible. If it's in the workplace, I know it's a bit harder, but just try to distance yourself from this negativity, because you cannot vibrate in that. You cannot achieve peace. Whoa. I'll leave those two there, but I'll also pull the regular 3, okay? Okay. All right, Capricorn. So these cards, do something different, and reach for the stars popped out. And reach for the stars, I love it because it goes right with Star Sapphire, okay? And do something different. That is all about this. Having to make a change, having to do something different, getting out of your head and moving forward to manifest positivity and do something different, whether it's just something simple that helps you make it through the day, like having a different type of coffee, or having, go and getting your hair cut or something like that. Doing something different can shake things up in such a positive way for you, even starting to meditate, maybe that's something different, just focusing on the positives in life. That's doing something different. Listing things that you're grateful, even if you don't list it on paper, you can list it in your head. That's doing something different for a lot of people. Reach for the stars. Do not limit yourself. Do not let negativity limit you and take away your power, okay? So let's see what's coming out here. Refine your attention. Be true to yourself. And make necessary sacrifices. There we go. That is exactly what came up in this reading. Refine your attention. That is telling you to get out of your head. This daydreaming thing is not going to work for much longer. You need to refine your attention and cut out the things that need to be cut out, okay? You cannot operate in this fantastical, sort of, it's so nice to retreat to our thoughts, okay? It's nice to be able to do that, but you can't live there. Because if you do, you're not going to be able to do anything. You're just going to keep going in the same routine day after day, doing the same thing and being unhappy, not reaching this peace, okay? Not reaching this emotional stability that you are so close to. Be true to yourself. I think that card speaks for itself, really. That will bring you peace. When you're true to yourself, when you're honest with yourself, and you are more free to be who you are and to express yourself the way you want to, that leads to inner peace. It leads to such a sense of freedom. You have never felt so free as when you are practicing self-love, okay? Be true to yourself. That is self-love right there. And make necessary sacrifices. That is all about the 6 of Swords, having to leave something behind, making these necessary sacrifices in order to move forward with your life, in order to manifest this peace and positivity, this master number 33, okay? In order to manifest this emotional stability, this, surging ahead to get exactly what you want. You've been working so hard, Capricorn, with this Knight of Pentacles and this Knight of Wands here. You've been working so hard and you deserve this peace. Why make it harder for yourself to reach it by not refining your attention, by not being true to yourself? You have to do something different. Shake it up a little bit, okay? Reach for the stars. Follow your dreams, Capricorn. We only live life once, okay? And I'm not saying quit your job and go, be a graffiti artist, but I am saying that you need to be true to yourself and do what you love. If not full time, if you can't do it full time, then do it on the side, okay? We can't just be stuck in a rut for our whole life and then look back and say, oh my gosh, what was I doing this whole time? All right? Follow your heart. Make necessary sacrifices to do what needs to be done so that you can have a fulfilling and peaceful life, okay? Now, this final card I'm getting is from The Language of Flowers by Cheralyn Darcey. And this is just an inspirational support card for you, okay, Capricorn? Oh, I love peonies. I used to have a peony. So, peony, health. Focus on all parts to make the whole. And that goes right in line with peace, health. Peace is essential to your health, okay? And that goes right in line with being true to yourself, all right? Focus on all the parts to make the whole of yourself. Do something different to be true to yourself. Reach for the stars to be true to yourself. Make necessary sacrifices to be true to yourself. You don't have to daydream about what you want to do. You can do it right now. That's what the Knight of Wands is all about. It's about doing it right now, whether you feel like you're completely prepared or not. You are ready inside. It's just your mind that's holding you back. Okay? Capricorn, you got to get out of your head a little bit. Be true to yourself. In these first 2 weeks of April, amazing things are going to happen for you if you can just focus, refine your attention, and really believe in yourself. Really just take a leap. Make a change, okay? I know it's scary and I know it's tiring, but you can do it. I believe in you. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been your general guidance for the first 2 weeks of April, and I will be with you again very soon. Yet once again, my name is Violet Twilight, and I will see you very soon. Thanks. Bye.